Julie, your case against Steve is very straightforward. You had a contract with him to supply carpet on a specific day. It was a term of that contract that he show up on that day and complete the work. He failed to show up, so I have no difficulty whatsoever coming to the conclusion that you're entitled to your £112 back. That's extremely straightforward. What happened next is not. Within 4 hours, without you knowing exactly what had taken place or why he hadn't showed up, he could, for example, have been in a car accident. He could, for example, have had a perfectly legitimate excuse. Something awful could have happened. You, nevertheless, went on a public site and posted 3, on the face of it, libelous things without knowing for sure that they were true. You have to act reasonably in the circumstances. And it seems to me that, bearing in mind the significance of posting something so extreme and so unreasonable and the impact that it had, it is, on the face of it, legally actionable. However, Steve's response, especially him swearing at you, and, what's more, the legal test that I have to apply, means that I'm in difficulty with his case. This is a clear example of the profound and lethal, toxic consequences of what ensues from a review. And it strikes me that in the circumstances, and I do criticise you to this extent, it would have been infinitely more reasonable to leave it at least 24 hours until you knew exactly what had happened. Because, as I say, you did not know at the time you made that libelous remark that it was true. So, for those reasons, I have to dismiss your case for defamation. Now, that's your case dismissed. Steve, you started this business in circumstances where your life was, to say the very least, in crisis. And these have been a very troubled 10 days, which, in fairness to Julie, she accepts. It's not her problem. I do accept, based upon everything I've read and seen, that you are a decent man that has worked incredibly hard for 15 years and found yourself in unhappy circumstances now. You didn't behave well here. Had you behaved reasonably, you wouldn't be standing here. That being said, bearing in mind everything you've always done in the past, I'm entirely convinced that moving forward, with the attitude you've had your whole life until now, not only will you continue to be a decent father, but learning from this experience, you're going to be a decent businessman too. Julie, this court awards you £112 and invites you, now that the case is resolved, either to publish a fair reflection of the fact the case has been resolved, or to remove the post. Do you undertake to do that?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. That's the award of this court, £112. Be careful before you say things online. For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.